Hailing from Center Conway, New Hampshire, Dale Shaw would make a name for himself racing throughout New England in the mid-1980s, making sporadic Busch Grand National starts as far back as the 1986 Oxford 250. He would primarily run in the Busch North Series. Earning his first win in his 8th career start at Holland International Speedway, Shaw quickly established himself as a contender anytime he was on the starting grid on the Tour. Claiming the series title in 1994 and compiling a total of 10 wins by the spring of 1997, Shaw would be given the opportunity to get behind the wheel of James Finch's number 4 Chevrolet for Phoenix Racing on the National Tour. By the time teams pulled into South Boston Speedway on Friday, June 13th, Shaw had made 30 starts in the series, having earned 4 top 10 finishes. His first career top 5 run came in his previous series entry at Nazareth Speedway. With room for only 32 teams to start the event, 5 out of the 37 teams on the initial entry list would go home after qualifying. Shaw's time would be good enough to line up 16th on the starting grid.
How about Dale Shaw coming in from the NASCAR Busch North Series to drive the James Finch car? Coming to the green flag now as everybody goes back into turn number 1, starting it with Phil Parsons carrying our cameras along with Dick Trickle and Elliott Sadler.
Battling among intense midfield traffic throughout the first run, he would drop as low as 18th before beginning to move back forward.
Some serious fender revving there.
Black flag for Tim Fedewa. The number 33 machine has been smoking heavily. And they're just showing him the black flag. He'll be coming into the attention of his crew. Number 4 is Dale Shaw. Number 6, Joe Bessie. They're running right now in 18th and 19th position.
The race would go under yellow for the first time on lap 59 after Stacy Puryear would make contact with Elliott Sadler entering turn 1, sending him for a spin and causing an additional stack up further back, involving Hermie Sadler, Buckshot Jones, and both Wayne and Kevin Grubb. The action would resume on lap 66.
Green flag is in the air. Some of the lap cars that should have been lined up to the outside, actually there you saw lined up to the inside. 12th is Dale Shaw. Jeff Purvis is 13th. Jason Keller 14th. Mike Dillon is 15th.
The race would remain under green until lap 93 when Robert Presley would collect Johnny Rumley and Jeff Purvis after spinning in turn 4. The lead lap cars would take advantage of the caution to make a pit stop.
Giving a page out, Dale Shaw, Jason Keller.
The race would go back under green on lap 100, however it would be very short-lived as just 2 laps later Matt Kenseth would spin off of turn 4 following contact from Shane Hall and would collect Joe Bessie. After going back under green on lap 108, the caution would come back out on lap 111 after Johnny Chapman would spin in turn 4, creating a stack-up. Shaw would narrowly miss the action, weaving his way through. He would line up in 14th for the lap 116 restart.
Green is in the air, lap 116. Hermie Sadler, he's in 13th. He too goes around Nathan Butke. And the 4 is Dale Shaw. Dale's on the lead lap right there. He'll leave here tonight, fly up to the Beach Ridge Motor Speedway in Scarborough, Maine, and run the NASCAR Busch North race there tomorrow. He said, I can't miss it. The last 3 times I've been to Beach Ridge, I've won twice and finished second the other time. So Dale Shaw is happy to be here, but he's heading on home quickly tomorrow also. 167 laps remaining. There's Dale Shaw. Very talented driver from the NASCAR Busch North Series.
Getting around Hermie Sadler for 13th a few laps later.
Randy LaJoie is the new leader here. Took over the top spot at lap number 136. You're riding now in 13th place. Dick Trickle, Jeff Purvis, Dale Shaw, and the number 4 machine.
Shane Hall's spin on the backstretch on lap 148 would bring out the 5th caution. Shaw would restart from 15th when the action resumed on lap 153. A hard crash involving Shane Hall, Hermie Sadler, and Glenn Allen Jr. would occur almost immediately. After a lengthy cleanup, the race would go back to green on lap 177. They would make it around a full lap this time before Stacy Puryear would go for a ride on the backstretch after help from Elton Sawyer, bringing out the 7th caution. The longest green flag run of the day would begin on lap 186. Shaw would continue to climb forward, having managed his tires very well.
Dale Shaw, a super run again in the Finch second entry. James Finch tapping Dale Shaw one more time. He's in sixth. Second place, still a great battle. Then you've got Fedua, the 33, and then right behind Fedua, the red car, will be Dale Shaw. There you see Dale right there. He has moved up around McLaughlin, around Buckshot Jones. Dale Shaw's up to fourth place now.
Yeah, he's had a big push. He and Buckshot that's running behind him have both made, significant moves here in the last few laps.
There you see Dale Shaw inside of Fedua, the lap machine, to get by him.
Well, how long have we been on these set of tires? Barry, do you know?
Most of the leaders came in at lap number 95. We're now at 256. So it has been a while.
So setups are changing because the tires are wearing them. The cars that are going to be good on
look at Dale Shaw.
Tires.
Look at Dale Shaw. And the number 4, look at Shaw going into second place.
I can't believe he can run that low with tires that worn.
Dale Shaw from the NASCAR Busch North Series, who is going to be running Beach Ridge Speedway in Scarborough, Maine tomorrow.
Well, we haven't seen him low all night. That's an indication that he's been saving his tires, obviously.
The FINA colors now working towards 200 laps leading with a 6-second advantage on second place Dale Shaw. What is 6 seconds like here at South Boston? There's LaJoie, bottom of your screen, and we're looking for the number 4 right there. So that's what 6 seconds looks like around the 4/10 of a mile South Boston Speedway.
Steve Park would crash in turn 1 on lap 288, bringing out the 8th and final caution. The final restart would occur with 4 laps remaining. Shaw would give a valiant effort to get around Randy LaJoie, ultimately crossing the line just 48 thousandths of a second behind.
Randy LaJoie has been dominant, but now Dale Shaw is right there on his bumper. Let's see what Shaw can do, if anything. Boy, he had an idea, didn't he?
I think that was his last. No,
Whoa,
He's going on the flat.
oh, man.
If he gets a bite off of there.
That's for the win. Randy LaJoie ahead of Dale Shaw.
Randy needs to protect that. If it happens again, Randy's got to get down there.
Regardless of what happens, what a run for Dale Shaw.
Got to protect that, Randy.
Kevin LePage, the 88. That is for 7th, but in the lead now. It is Shaw trying to catch Randy LaJoie. 2 laps to go. Dale Shaw now has caught LaJoie off turn 2.
Randy's got to get...
Holy cow!
He's got to get down there. If he slows down 2 mile an hour, he's got to get to the bottom.
White flag, 4/10 of a mile to go. Dillon and Setzer spin. Meanwhile, the leaders are on the backstretch, coming to the win. That's for the lead and for the victory. Last lap. Shaw, LaJoie to the stripe. Shaw and LaJoie side by side. Randy, I believe by
Randy
inches, got him. 3rd win of the year for Randy LaJoie, and has Dale Shaw's stock ever shot through the roof?
Well, he's got to feel good about himself. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of there with that second.
Skating off the corner.
Yeah, the 4 had to turn it down a little bit hard and just got a little bit loose there, and it cost
What
him
a
that
finish,
time.
though. My goodness.
Dale who?
Dale Shaw from Center Conway, New Hampshire, from the NASCAR Busch North Series, where he runs the Ocean Spray car.
I know the name. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Great run for him. You got to be thrilled.
Hey, I just want to say to NASCAR, don't ever take this thing off the schedule here in Hickory. I mean, what a great race. I had a great time. What a great race for the fans. And I hope they never, ever take these short tracks off this Busch Series.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you, Randy. And Dale Shaw has come up right now to congratulate him. And we'll get a quick word with both these guys. We have congratulated Randy and Dale. What a great run. Boy, you had that bottom groove working.
I'll tell you, that Phoenix racing was just awesome. They made the right call on the stop, and that's why we finished where we did.
Congratulations on a great run.
Shaw would remain with the Phoenix Racing Team through the fall Charlotte weekend and would go on to make a total of 14 further starts in the series, earning 1 additional top 5 and 3 additional top 10 finishes. Continuing his legacy in racing, he is currently operating a successful late model team on the American-Canadian Tour under the moniker Dale Shaw Race Cars. A legend of the Busch North Tour, having earned a series title and 19 career victories, on one stormy summer night in Southern Virginia in the late 90s, he nearly took home the checkers in the Busch Grand National Series.